Hi guys,
Hello people.
I'm
I'm
Milena,
Lola.
and we're watching Fullmetal,
Alchemist, Brotherhood. Episode 30.
episode 30,
We're continuing where we left off.
which is weird.
Well,
Oh, Scar. That was the
look.
last scene.
Yeah, that was the like after credit scene or whatever. Fuck. I know. Well, we started this and I wasn't necessarily thinking I'm about to watch the Ishvalan War.
Oh my god, yes. We just want to
I'm not prepared for that. Wait.
We just want to say that we saw many comments that people asked us to watch OVA 4 after episode 30.
Yeah.
So that's what we plan to do.
Yeah. So like after this, the next episode is going to be the OVA.
Episode 4.
And then we're going to continue to 31.
Yeah.
I wonder if that OVA has something to do with Ishvalan War.
Well, now when I think about it, makes sense, honestly, that it would have.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I think...
like I wanted one more episode about the Ishvalan War.
Because what I expected from this episode is to mostly be in the war. Like our characters in the war, what the doctor guy did, how they made experiments and stuff like that.
Yeah, like basically what happened in it. I mean, like, you kind of know the gist of it. It's bad, but like let's go into detail of how bad it actually was.
What I wanted to say is that I'm interested when we're gonna find out like why exactly did they decide to, I mean, because like basically the homunculus started Ishvalan War. So why did they use Ishvalan's lives like for creating a stone or something? Because I don't think...
Well, no, because there's no one that's... I mean, a stone for the father.
That's what I want to... that's what I think. I don't think father has one stone.
Oh, no.
I think he has 10.
Well, yeah.
So, like, I think every step makes him stronger and stronger. I mean, we saw for a second while we were in the bunker, whatever, what he can do, you know? And we saw that, like, one storm just absorbed into his skin. Yeah. And stuff like that. Yeah. So honestly,
I think we also saw in the ending of the previous one.
Yeah, that he made
Gluttony is back.
Gluttony is back. Yeah.
Very small version of Gluttony.
Well, right now, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if
we'll
he's
see
like
how big he's gonna become.
I don't know. Gluttony is scary. Yeah, again, there's a lot of questions that we need to answer about the Ishvalan War and what was the purpose of it and how it all went down.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what we need to know. That's what Scar needs to know. And I'm very curious to see what he's gonna do with the doctor after the doctor tells him, because the doctor at this point wants Scar to kill him because he doesn't want to be used again for genocide, and that's what's about to happen to the country. So he thinks Scar, who's like a Ishvalan, who's an Ishvalan, is his punishment, for what he has done, and I think it'll be very interesting to see what he's gonna do with him. I don't know if we're gonna be in any other storyline in this episode. Well, me neither, because like otherwise we have our boys and we have Roy, who like all of them are kind of being blackmailed by Bradley, so Bradley has them under his thumb because they're in love with girls.
But I think this episode is just gonna be about Ishvalan.
Yeah, me too. So I don't think we're necessarily gonna continue the storyline now with our boys.
But I just want to say that I will learn Lon Fawn's name.
Lon Fawn. Thank you so much for everyone commenting. Their name is Lon Fawn. Like, embarrassing at this point. People kept calling her Fan. Fan. For like 5 episodes, definitely. Lon Fawn.
Even more. What do you mean? We met for 15 episodes.
Yes, but like, I don't think we started saying her name. We were like, Link's girl. Link security, I think technically, when was it that like the whole fight with Bradley happened? What episode was that?
Was that something around 20?
Oh, well, that's been a bit while.
In my mind, it's been a while.
Oh, well
honestly.
then look. So
Embarrassing.
sorry, girl. This is embarrassing. But also, if you've been with us for a while, this is what we do. Like, if you watched our Viking reactions,
Lagertha was
Lagertha,
L.
I think she was L for like a good 2 seasons. Neither of us could say her name. L. Like, what the fuck is L? Lagertha. That's how we called her. So, like, fan. Close enough.
Close enough, honestly.
Okay, look, I kind of want to
Okay,
watch the episode.
yeah.
Also, I don't. No, really, I wasn't going into this expecting to be traumatized now, but I guess we're gonna do that. Fun. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Baby boy, are we about to witness something unfortunate?
Can't wait to meet you. When is that gonna happen?
That's such a nice metaphor with the flower.
So you've decided to become a soldier after all. That's all the proof I need. You're not ready to learn flame alchemy. I regret even teaching you that much, now that I know who you plan on using it for.
Alchemy should be used for the people, shouldn't it? Our country is constantly under threat from all sides. The military needs alchemists. It's a matter of defending our homes. We don't
I'm
have them.
tired of hearing that vile rhetoric.
I can't stand to see you like this. Finished your research?
I've created the most powerful alchemy. It would only cause tragedy if I placed it in the wrong hands. Trust me, I've been dead for a long time.
Master! Are you alright? Master Hawkeye!
Look after
Master Hawk.
my daughter. She's in possession of my research. Look after her.
You've done so much. I don't think I can ever thank you enough.
You should take this. You can call me in the military if you need to. Let me guess. You also don't approve of me becoming a soldier.
She tried to
That may be.
protect him.
I know it's the only way to make a difference. I know I'll never be happy if I don't try to make this country a better place.
There's nothing childish about caring. I'd like to believe that you're serious about this. Can I trust you, Roy? With my father's research?
Oh, wait, I don't know. He's the hero of the Israeli war. What is the father's research? Is that the is that?
Looks like things got pretty serious.
Yeah, but I didn't use it. I didn't have to. I couldn't pull the trigger. You know, Scar, I found out he murdered Winry's parents. She could have shot him. But deep down, I knew that would be wrong. And all of a sudden, that gun seemed like something evil. Next thing I knew, I stopped her. I only managed to make things worse.
Boy.
You're just dwelling on this stuff because you made it back alive. That's how you'll help Winry. How else can you protect her? I mean, after all, you love her, don't you?
No, it's not like that. And we've just been friends since we were little kids, and she's like family to me. I mean, of course, I'm gonna protect her, you know?
What happened with Scar? I'm sorry. This only added to your burdens.
Does it ever feel like a burden to you?
I've lost the right to look at it that way, so I'd be wrong to complain. I'm not proud of it, but I've killed too many to feel sorry for myself. Besides, I can't deny that I'm the one who chose this path.
Can I ask you about that?
Yes.
Would it be alright?
Is that the research that made Roy the hero of the war?
It's time to confess. Tell me your
Okay, so we're
sins.
gonna find
What
out
did you do
also
to
Everything.
Roy.
Everything.
It's only natural that a faction of the population would protest the country's annexation by a mistress. Their mistrust was soon justified. That one bullet changed everything. Their mistrust turned to outrage, and dissidence spread like a contagion. It soon escalated into a civil war, and the fighting lasted 7 long years, until a simple one-page document determined the Ishvalan's fate. The official order to initiate the Ishvalan War of Extermination.
Let's.
It was like hell on earth. Most combat is blind. A normal soldier might fire erratically without a clear target in mind. But it's different for snipers. Someone is sure to die when we pull the trigger. Where other soldiers don't always have a direct line of sight on the effects of their actions. Snipers do. And, of course, the state alchemists.
You've changed since the last time I saw you. I could say the same, Hughes. You have the eyes of a killer. Yeah.
Captain, you have a letter.
Oh, thank you.
What? What's wrong?
I've still got a beautiful future, and her name is Gracia. She's patiently waiting at Central for the day I can come home.
It happens in movies and novels all of the time. The soldiers who never shut up about their girls back home, they don't make it.
Come on, boy.
But you didn't make it.
Alright then, I can make it through this day. I can't picture any way out of this war. No matter how much military force we throw at it, as it seems to just suck it up like water. All of this destruction. For what purpose?
Hello, Major Mustang. Long time no see.
Damn this war. Even her. She has the eyes of a killer too.
Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist.
Maybe you can answer this, Major. Why are we being ordered to kill citizens when we should be the ones protecting them?
Because that's the job we state alchemists have been given to do.
Crimson.
Because this is a war, and that's what soldiers do.
You think this is our job? To cause tragedy?
Tell me, miss, you're not very happy to be here, are you? But can you honestly tell me, in that split second when you take down an enemy, you don't allow yourself to feel the slightest tinge of satisfaction and pride in your skills? Well, Miss Marksman,
That's enough, Kimblee!
you act like you're surprised, like you didn't choose this. Did you put on that uniform thinking you wouldn't be asked to kill? The one thing worse than death is to avert your eyes from it. Look straight at the people you kill. Don't take your eyes off them for a second. And don't ever forget them. Because I promise that they won't forget you.
Hughes, can you tell me why you fight?
I don't want to die. That's the only reason. The reasons are always simple.
If that's so, what the hell is the reason for this war?
But it's worse than you can imagine.
What? Whatever.
Okay, yeah, let's look them.
You took the lives of my people to create a Philosopher's Stone! It was given to Major Zolf J. Kimblee. He was known as the Crimson Alchemist. Did he have black hair and cold eyes? Yes. My brother. That single stone turned the battle around. I couldn't dream of a more fulfilling job. Such a beautiful sound! This stone is amazing!
It didn't take long after that. The Ishvalans were slaughtered. The Ishvalans surrendered.
You're asking me to take your life in place of the remaining tens of thousands of Ishvalans. Do you sincerely believe that your single life is equivalent to the remaining multitude of your followers? The life of any individual human is only worth one life. That's all. Nothing more and nothing less.
You will suffer the hammer of God!
God, you say? How much longer do you think your God plans to wait before unleashing his fury? Open your eyes. God is nothing more than a construct created by man to inspire fear and promote order. If you wish to see me struck down for all these atrocities, use your own hands to do so, not God's.
The war soon ended, and we were all discharged and returned to our homes.
But that doesn't matter. With what little strength I have, I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people I love, and in turn, they'll protect the ones they love. It seems like the least we tiny humans can do for each other. So you decided to take this path after all, even after what you went through in Ishval.
Yes, sir. If the world truly operates based on the principles of equivalent exchange, then we soldiers have plenty to give back.
From now on, I'm assigning you to be my assistant. I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. I expect you understand what this means. You'll be able to shoot me in the back as well. If I ever deviate from this path, then I want you to shoot me, and I'm trusting you to do so.
Of course I do, sir. I'll follow you into hell if you ask me to.
They basically just got married.
The Colonel does become the Fuhrer. How will that change the fact that this is still a military state?
The first thing we'll have to do is restore power to the Parliament. We'll take it back from the military and make it democratic again. For example, those who were praised as heroes during the Ishvalan campaign will be brought to trial as war criminals. That's right. In a just, peaceful world, after all that we've done, we'll be seen as mass murderers.
And the Colonel is trying to make sure this happens? Isn't that just like committing suicide?
We were the soldiers who carried it out. You should never avert your eyes from death. Never forget the people you've killed. Trust me. No matter how much time passes, they will never forget the ones who killed them.
It's not right. I'll get our bodies back. Al will help me.
Good night, Dr. Knox. Sorry for the intrusion.
Excuse me, Mr. Armour? I just wanted to thank you for your help. You saved both of our lives.
My name's not Mr. Armour. It's Alphonse Elric. It's kind of a long story, but I lost my body.
So you're his younger brother, huh? You probably look just like him then.
How rude! For starters, I am way taller than my brother is, and I don't have a mean face like his, and I'm a much better fighter, too. I'm a gentleman.
No! No.
Get your body back soon.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, I can't believe it's over.
Honestly, it lasted 5 minutes. What the fuck is this?
Hope you're decent, Doc. Time for your supper. Huh. It sure is quiet in here. Are you thinking about Ishbal and crying yourself to sleep?
It was as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought that we were also gonna see, I guess, more of Roy's bit, which would be the worst part for me. But I mean, seeing the people and the war, yeah, it's bad. We also just read you guys left in the comments, the manga parts that were left out of the episode that were dark. I don't know, the whole thing is the worst thing that could have possibly happened.
Honestly, I'm a little speechless.
I mean, they did this episode so well. This is a shockingly good show. This is ridiculous now.
Yeah, honestly.
Shockingly good.
I'm even surprised there are people who don't like this show.
Honestly, there cannot
because
be.
Usually I can find
like something that people will not enjoy.
Not enjoy, and in this show I kind of can't find that. Like, it has plot, it has heart, it has characters, it has relationships, it has really good storylines. I don't know.
No, there's nothing
and it's
the
really
show lacks.
and it's really fast paced. So in my mind, I honestly can't find anything. Why would somebody think that this show is so overrated or something like that?
It is rated as it should be.
Yeah.
It is rated as like
I
legitimately.
think this is right now with Attack on Titan like one of the best rate. I mean it's 9.1 or something like that for animes.
On IMDb.
Yeah.
It deserves it.
Yeah.
It
Definitely.
absolutely deserves it. Like anime wise, good luck to any other anime. Look, I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep an open mind. Good luck to anything like coming close to those two.
The thing is, I can see that other animes will have very interesting storylines, a good relationship dynamic. I don't know what is about this one for me, and it has so much heart in it that can make me cry in every single episode just when some characters are talking.
I was crying in this one. Like, for what reason? Why would I cry?
And there is so many moments in my mind like that, like Ed and Al were just talking, and like made my eyes tear, stuff like that,
Yeah.
And yeah, there is so much heart in this show. I just love these characters. I don't know, some of them are kids, some of them are not, like Roy and Hawkeye, and and I love them so fucking much.
I love that we got a backstory with Roy and Hawkeye.
Sort
of like the show explained how they are so close and like how do they know each other. Like her father was Roy's teacher, and he taught him his alchemy, the flame alchemy.
Did he taught him the flame alchemy?
Well, he taught him alchemy, and then he said like that he has.
Because Roy wanted to join, he said he doesn't want to teach him flame alchemy because Al wanted to join.
Okay, I guess.
And I don't know if that's a secret of alchemy that like his father left with
Hohenheim? Whose father?
Hawkeye's father.
Oh yeah. He said I have developed whatever a type of alchemy that's very powerful, but like he didn't want to give it because it was going to be used in such a way, for the military. While he was dying, he said to Roy that he left it with his daughter, and we see
and he said to take care of
her.
Yeah.
And we saw it on her back.
Yeah.
So like how did that work?
How can
it maybe not the moment or time, we have just witnessed genocide, but like how did Roy learn his alchemy?
My first question.
How did Roy learn alchemy?
It's on her back.
The entirety of her back.
Exactly.
How was that a thing?
I think that's a question we can think
A question for the fucking ages, because like what? How are you not together? I don't understand. Who are you lying to? What is happening? Like, again, not the time nor the place.
I can't wait for them to get together.
I just don't understand what the fuck they're waiting for. Okay, I get it. A lot of things are happening, as in, like, you have to save the country. But, like, before you were saving the country, before you knew the whole Bradley thing,
before you were in war or after
already after the war?
Well, because they were so traumatized by the war, and they immediately started planning to do everything they want to do for...
Okay, so then before the war, while he was learning his alchemy.
That's a good question.
Who's to say they weren't? And then the whole war thing started happening. They lost touch. And then she came to work for him. And then there was like too much trauma because of the war and everything. And then, just like timing.
I really do believe that's something to think about.
I agree. Because like, I love her father saying to Roy, like, I left on my daughter's fucking back.
And he said take care of her.
Yeah, I feel like the father gave Roy her hand in marriage.
Exactly. And I was like, and here
and
comes
he plays
Hawkeye.
chess with her grandfather. He is in the family.
And I feel like here comes Hawkeye, who joined the military to take care of Roy as well.
Yeah. And then at the end, when he asked, I'm like jumping a bit because I'm just talking about the two of them, because like let's get it over with the lighter part of the episode. At the end, when she appeared in front of Roy she chose to continue this job because now she didn't have to be in the like military. I'm assuming they were like, they need people in the military while the war was going on. But like when the war ended, she didn't have to be a part of the military, and she chose to become a part of it. And he told her that she's gonna be basically his right hand woman, and she's gonna have his back. But that also means that she can shoot him in the back, and that he wants her to shoot him in the back if he ever loses his way.
Boy, she's too much in love with you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that is fucking happening at all.
Ever.
Also, I mean, good for me that I also don't think that you're gonna need to be shot in the back, so like it's fine.
If it was any other show.
If it was any other show, that's the ending. That's their fucking ending.
That's their destiny.
That's their ending, but not this one.
Thank God. That's why I love it so much.
Imagine if they go to that.
No need to even think about that.
We will not. And she said like, you can trust me, whatever. And they basically
got married.
Yeah. So a mystery what they're doing. Like I feel like they know it. Everyone around them knows it.
That's definitely.
No one is oblivious to it. So like, what are we waiting for exactly?
Even when she talked to Ed.
Yeah.
About Winry, I think she knows that's how she feels about Roy as well. And
I was about to comment like, you know the way that he is reacting right now. You understand. You're in the same position.
She even said, I mean, like something along the lines like, you'll keep Winry safe if you're alive. So focus on being alive. I mean, you love her, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you would know.
Yeah, you're the one to fucking speak.
Exactly.
Like I want Ed Boy to be like, what about you bitches, Like,
why are you talking to me?
Yeah. Like, first, like, look in your own garden before you start talking
You're
to
older.
Me. Exactly. I'm only fucking 13. Like, give me
50.
Okay. 13 and 15 are the same to me. Give me a break. Yeah, no, Roy and Hawkeye I adore their relationship so much. I just think the care and love that they have for each other is, I would say, unmatched, but like we have our boys and Winry, so like it's matched. It's the same thing, but I just adore it. So I mean that's it about the lighter one part of the episode.
Let's skip to war.
Let's skip to the rest of it. I mean, we had simultaneously like two people, let's say, telling the story. We had Hawkeye, because that came to her to speak to her about the Ishvalan war. And we also had the doctor who was talking to Scar about the war and what was happening. I don't know
which storyline was more traumatizing.
Both. Like, I can't... how do you place tragedies? They're awful. It was honestly very uneasy to watch that whole bit. It was very uneasy to watch, like, the characters that we know, like Roy and Hawkeye and Hughes and Armstrong, like, to see their eyes and how their eyes were so different. I mean, Roy mentioned a couple of times, like, that you have the eyes of a killer. And he seemed really sad when he saw her after a while, and like, he was like, you too. Yeah. Like, even you have the eyes of a killer now. It was very uneasy to see, like, the characters that we know and that we love being that way and doing what they have done, and like seeing Armstrong building that wall to trap people who were shot, and like we saw now in the manga, I guess, that like wasn't shown, let's say, to the full extent of it. Like they said, let's get the women and children out first, and then they started running first, but then the wall appeared and it was Armstrong, and they got shot. And in the manga there's the bit of Armstrong actually like punching a hole in the wall to let like two people escape. And he told them, like, leave and don't engage with the army or whatever, and they started leaving. It was just like one last, I mean, everything that Armstrong has done is awful. Like, what can you say? But like, he was like trying one thing to like save his soul in a way, like to let these people go and run away, and then here comes fucking Crimson and kills them. Like, bleak. Like, this whole fucking thing was incredibly bleak. love the addition. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how often we're gonna see him or whatever. I mean, he is in the intro, and he has played a big part in the war, and we have seen him from episode 1, the Crimson Alchemist. I honestly forget his name.
Yeah.
They mention his name, but like Crimson is easier for me to say. I think he is really a really great character. I think that what he was saying to Hawkeye, when he was talking to her about killing people and how, the words that she later repeated, that she was so horrified by in that moment when he said, like, look the people in the eyes when you kill them and remember them because they are not gonna forget you. And that sounds like so dark, but like, it's true. Like, everything that he has said was true. Everything that he said was true. Even what he said about Hawkeye was a sniper, whatever, like that's her, I guess, forte.
Specialty.
He told her, like, you can't tell me that you don't feel satisfaction when you make the shot, because like she is a sniper, and like she would maybe feel some, let's say, pride in her ability. I feel like she found herself in those words, but like not in a way that she was like openly like happy that she has done this now. I just feel like she I guess, I don't know, because she's a good shot, and then when she commits a shot, there has to, he said, like a twinge of, I don't know, satisfaction that you made the shot. And to me it looked like that was true, and that was very fucking dark.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
That's
what
honestly...
do you say to that? So like everything that he told was true, and I think that's why the show repeated those lines. That's why the show had her repeat those lines afterwards, is because they actually, he was right, and the words actually hit her. She knows it, and she lives with it. She lives with the guilt as much, like, along with Armstrong and Roy and everyone else. They have to. They killed people. They killed innocent people. They were all complicit in this, and it's an awful thing.
I love the way they reacted to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they are the ones who will never forgive themselves for what they did then.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that we saw that. That we saw. It doesn't erase your crimes.
Yeah.
It doesn't erase the lives
that you took.
But they know that, and they're the ones who have to live with that type of guilt for the rest of their lives, as they should, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I love them. I really do adore them, both of them. All three of them, actually.
Yeah.
But they did horrible things. We saw that they were feeling horrible about that.
Yeah.
But then after that, they still continued killing people. I loved what Hawkeye said the most after that to add when they were talking about what they plan to do now and how they want to destroy the military or something like that.
Well, they want to, like, the country is being run by the military, and they want to give the power back to the parliament and make it a democratic country. Like, that kind of surprised me, because I didn't think that they had, like, let's say, long-term plans for this, we knew that Roy had, like, he said he had big ambitions, but like we never really knew what that was. Like, I thought he just like wanted to get higher up, become a Führer. A Führer. I didn't necessarily think that like they really wanted to bring democracy and these things, and that really surprised me. I really love that is like the way that they are thinking. And then she said, and in that democracy, people stand trial for what they have done.
I love that
the
part
war
the most.
Criminals, because they are. They're war criminals. What can you say?
This entire time, like, what I've been saying is like whatever, however that this whole thing played out, what was the reasoning behind like the stuff they did, but the entire time I was like, whatever it is, I was always like, you did what you did, you should pay for what you did. Like, maybe at the end of the show I'm not gonna be happy they end up in jail for the rest of their lives, but I love that there are types of people who will feel guilt forever for what they did, and who will want to, even though it's gonna be them on those trials, who still think they should do that, and they should go to jail, and they should pay for what they did, even though, again, that doesn't bring people back. Nothing bring people back, but just how it is.
Yeah, it's a very complex thing. Because, like, you saw Roy in the beginning of the episode, and he was talking to Hawkeye's father, and he's saying how, like, the way that he is viewing things, like, the country needs help, and he wants to go and help his country because people are attacking him from each side, and he just, like, wants to, let's say, do good and do right. Like, I could never sit here and say that Roy or Hawkeye or Armstrong or anyone is, like, a bad human, because, like, I believe what they have in their heart is, like, good, and again, doesn't erase the fact that they have killed innocent people. And so, but that's that, like, contradiction. Like, how could I possibly ever say that a human who has committed war crimes is a good person in heart, But, like, that's what the show has given me at this point. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it otherwise. And I think everything they are doing now is sort of paying for their crimes. Like, when Hawkeye came to enlist in the army after the war, she said something along the lines of, like, we have to keep serving, continue making amends. She said, like, the world is built on equivalent exchange. And, like, what we have done is so bad, we have to keep giving. And it's a never-ending thing, because the thing they have done is so bad that they are constantly gonna have to be making amends for it. And like, I do believe that has made them, like, let's say, go down the right path now. Well, they're gonna do everything they can to make this country a better place, because they're forever making amends for the crimes that they have committed. Which is, again, it's so interesting. It's so dark. It's so much more deeper than, like, I thought. I mean, I always this show, like, from the second episode, you understand that it's not like a superficial show. It goes very deep. But, like, even these characters that are not, like, our boys or something, like, it's a very complex storyline, and it goes very deep, and it's not an easy thing, but that's what makes it so brilliant. Like, I swear to God, I don't know this woman, the way she writes. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, just, like, every line is so perfectly crafted in the terms of, like, emotional impact. Like, there's just something, I don't know, I cannot fucking explain to him. So I love the way she writes. It's just so perfectly suited for what I like in shows that I cannot explain it. That's what makes me, I could cry that we're gonna end the show one day, because I cannot believe I'm not gonna have this. That is just, like, so fucking well done.
There is nothing I don't adore in this show.
No.
Like, everything is just perfect, in my opinion.
Yeah, like,
every
truly
scene
rarity.
is perfect. And we also had a part with Scar and the Doctor, when Doctor explained what they did. Used. And honestly, that part was at that point, for me, even harder to watch than the whole Roy, Hawkeye and Armstrong thing, because it was so fucking horrible to see those people captured and helpless, and I mean, their lives taken away in such a way.
Yeah, I mean, we thought, like, that they were used for, like, the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, exactly. Everything.
I just, I just didn't know who the Philosopher's Stone would be given to, and it was given to the Crimson. I mean, honestly, it's not. I was, like, wondering, because, like, there were not as many people as I expected there to be. Like, for example, like, Envy. God knows how many fucking people died to, create that Philosopher's Stone. That's an Envy, but that's, like, I guess that stone needs to be more powerful, maybe, so it requires maybe more human sacrifices, and they gave this to the Crimson One to, like, enhance his abilities, basically.
But
So
honestly,
it was interesting to see how interesting it was. All interesting, not interesting, but like we finally saw the stone being created,
yeah.
and it was as awful to see as you would expect. I don't know. I couldn't fucking watch the people screaming in the transmutation circle and struggling and dying in such a fucking way.
But in the intro, just before this episode started, I saw because before that we thought it was greed, so like I didn't think twice about it. Why he has the stone?
Yeah,
and
same.
just before in this intro, I noticed that like I want to ask you to say something like, why the fuck does he has the stone? Like, what? Is he a homunculi? What does he need it for? What's happening there?
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to make a theory, but with pride, like what's happening there, and then
quickly got your answer.
Yeah, I quickly had. We had that scene when he takes the flame and put it in his mouth.
I wonder why the Crimson Alchemist is in prison. Like, is it because they can't control him? Because like he seems like a type of guy that the homunculi or anyone else really who wants to create chaos would love having on their side.
Yeah, maybe it's
like
maybe Fear put him in prison because they can't control him.
Maybe.
And he's.
I'm really curious about him, and I really hope that we get to see more of him.
I definitely
and
think we will.
Yeah, I think he is. I think Scar is gonna kill him. I think it's only fair, honestly.
Like he killed Doctor.
God, that was very. This is a fucking dark show. This is very like that last scene.
But honestly, I expected that to happen.
Well, yes, me too. But there is something about, I don't know, like I thought he was gonna be dead, but like beheaded, and just like for there to be written vengeance or whatever. Honestly, it was like so dark and bleak that I was also like, maybe he didn't kill him, maybe he took him and then just like planted his clothes there. Like I thought like he couldn't have beheaded him. I don't know. Like it seemed to me very dark in that moment.
He just heard what the Doctor did to his people.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I mean, there again, not much you can say to that.
I honestly can't.
Scar is. You'd be, hard to argue any of the Scar's moves. Like I remember when we first watched him, when he first appeared, started killing people. I was like, oh my god, Scar. And like Ed said a thing, and that is still correct. Ed is still correct when he was speaking about, he is just killing people who had nothing to do with it, so that he cannot be right. That still holds. That's true. But having seen everything that we have seen,
honestly,
having witnessed everything,
honestly, I don't think we needed to witness this much. Like
no.
From the second that I understood how his whole people have been killed, and we in the war, whatever, and he's one of the rare who managed to survive. I completely understand the anger. Like, I'm not saying what he is doing is right. Of course not. He's killing out of revenge. Yes, of course, he's killing some people who are innocent. But I don't think he thinks he is right at doing what he is doing. He just has to. Like, he is so angry.
Yeah.
That he is.
I mean,
just killing everybody.
There is no other way this could have gone.
Yeah.
Truly no other way this could have gone. And I'm still I still have no idea where we're going with it. Like, I am so afraid and so excited to see.
I just think it's gonna be a great story, whichever route they take for him.
Yeah.
Decide to go with him. I mean, I do believe he dies at the end, but I don't think there is saving him in terms that I think I'm just hoping that, like, I don't know, like, I don't think there is saving him, meaning that he's ever gonna continue living his life, that he's gonna realize how horrible it is and he's gonna continue. I don't think that's it. He
Yeah.
lost his entire family. He's lost everybody he knew.
Yeah, I mean,
And he
and that's
killed
even
so
sadder
many,
because,
so many
like,
people after that. Like what I liked for him, for his character, is to stop doing that. Maybe I don't know, but like at the end of the day, I do believe that he's gonna die. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think his story is so tragic. Like, I kind of don't see a way out.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to be proven wrong. Like, if you want to, I would love to believe that there is a way out for him. But I just think it's so fucking awful. Like, he has to live like his whole life. Not only like does he have the memory and the like, the memory of what happened. Like, he has the fucking arm of his brother.
Yeah.
Like, he cannot escape it, even if he want. Like a part of his body is not his own, it's his brother's. I don't know how he is supposed to be a functioning human being after that. Really, I don't know. A thing to see, I guess. No words. How do I keep saying no words after every episode?
Well,
But there are
no
just
words,
none.
honestly.
There are just none. There was also just like one more funny moment with my girl May, who found out that Al is an Elric brother, and now
She's in love with him.
now she is
So
picturing
cute.
him as this prince.
He is.
Both of them are princes.
Sure, but L. And
Al is the sweetest. I love how when he was mentioning their differences, I'm taller than him. I don't have a constantly mad face. Like, I'm not always grumpy.
so cute.
Completely true, boy.
Everything true.
Completely
Everything
true. They are the most precious things. I love them the most in life, okay? And I will kill anyone who disagrees. This is a threat, a formal threat. If you don't think the same way, send me your address. I'm coming.
Okay, guys.
That's it. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
watching.
much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.